Hi everyone. So in this video I thought it would be nice to explain about naturopathy for those who aren't aware of this practice and what it entails, what it's about and how it fits in with using essential oils and what else it might include as well. So naturopathy is really the principle that the body can heal itself given the right conditions. So we can make that environment within our body to create a more healing place and to keep it well. So it's a lot about prevention as well. It's about looking at the root issue of what's going on. So not just putting a plaster on something, but actually thinking about, well, where are these symptoms coming from? So when you see a naturopath, you go through health history, and it's really, really interesting actually what you can see come together. So there might be tendencies that have come through a family line, and these are passed through, they're passed on within the body. So there might be a little bit of repair to do, a little bit of boosting to do in an area. Gut health can be quite a big thing there that can need a bit more boosting. So yeah, it's very interesting. And so a lot of things that are used within naturopathy are good quality health tools, really. And so the oils are one of these. Supplements is another one. Superfoods is another one. Herbs is another one. Homeopathy, like there's some complementary things then that come in as well. That perhaps the naturopath might then refer someone to, as in the homeopathic side. But yeah, it's all about knowledge, empowering yourself and knowing that your body is always doing its best for you. It's never working against you, it's always doing its best. And we can do, everything we can to support that, and we can keep really well. There are some main sort of things to follow, basically, and some subjects to put in place. Water. Water is a massive one. You can change so much by simply becoming hydrated. So a lot of us will be dehydrated, and it can take 2 years to be hydrated on a cellular level. We need to make sure it's good quality drinking water. So ideally filtered or spring water, or charging that water somehow. You can do this with a vortex, you can do this with crystals, you can do this with pink salt and lemon oil to re-mineralize it. But yeah, being hydrated just can have so many knock-on effects in the body and to the systems going on. It can really be healing. There's a great book called Your Body's Many Cries for Water. I think that's it. And it's by a doctor who did lots of work in prisons. And, a lot of the inpatients were having various health issues. And the first thing he went to was water with them, just making sure they were hydrated, they were getting more water intake. And most of the time, it sorted out what was going on for them right then. So yeah, water is like the main first thing, really. And at the same time, looking at what might be causing dehydration in the body. It's good to be aware of that while we're adding hydration. You want to check out the things that are being dehydrating to your body. So think about drying foods you might be eating. If there's things like crisps and crackers and bread and, all these things that, if you think about it, they soak up any moisture and they remove it. So even when it comes to, if you're eating brown rice, ideally you would be soaking it the night before. So it's really hydrating. When you use chia seeds and linseed and flax, anything like that, ideally you'd want it to be pre-soaked. So, and that way they are super hydrating and amazing in the body because they're full of omegas, which leads me on to the next thing, which is really important, which is essential fatty acids. I hadn't quite planned to go into all of this, but I will mention a little bit. So essential fatty acids, good fats, really, really important for hormones, for skin health, for the mind, for the joints. Yeah, amazing. So you can get these in a food form, or supplements as well. To be honest, supplements are another part of naturopathy, and we can use them to pinpoint particular issues, and they're really, really handy in that way, because the fact is really that our soil quality isn't as good as what it was. There's been over farming, use of pesticides and chemicals, and the soil quality is lacking in minerals, especially magnesium. So that's a very important mineral to look at, magnesium. So I won't go fully into supplements. Maybe I'll do that in a separate section. But yeah, so that's just a few topics into the naturopathic kind of practices and principles. But know that there's always something you can do. Diet is a massive one. Plant-based is amazing. Getting all those green leafy veg, it makes such a difference. It alkalizes the system. The body is at ease when it's alkalized. It seems to come into dis-ease. You might find disease in the body when it's more acidic of an environment. Disease does thrive in an acidic condition. So basically, if we can help our body become more alkaline, that's amazing. That's what it needs. So that might be reducing the acidic foods and drinks in our diet and the stimulants. So think about coffee, alcohol, refined sugar, the acidic foods, tomatoes, deadly nightshades. If you're having a lot of meat a lot of the time, just think about, balancing out some of these things. And that's why I love this group, because there's so much goodness in here, and it really helps to contribute to health and well-being on so many different levels. It's not about one thing in particular, is it? It's about what resonates with you and what you might need at the time. But I really think it's an ongoing journey and process for the body, mind and soul. And it's amazing, the outcomes, the learnings. It's a progression. It's like a continuous progression, light and dark. And so then, essential oils are an amazing naturopathic health tool, and that's why they resonated so much with me. Most of my time is going into supporting and empowering and guiding people with the essential oils at the moment. And that is coming from my naturopathic background and lifestyle. I live this, and I do this daily. So supporting people with this as well is just a pleasure. I don't tend to do naturopathic practice at the moment, offer it out there actively, because I sort of am following my heart at the moment and what makes my heart swell and sing, and that is more around the oils. But like I say, it comes with the naturopathic background. I've got a friend who's a practicing naturopath in Cardiff, and she is really into doing that at the moment. She already uses doTERRA oils. She loves them, and she knows a lot about them. She's brought them into her practice, and she prescribes them, along with the naturopathic plan and other bits and bobs to her clients. But what she found is that when we had a chat, she understands the importance of her clients that she's recommending the oils to having the support and the follow-up, as in all the education that's available, really, and checking that people are feeling okay about how they're using the oils and what for. But she understood that that is almost a full-time thing. You're given a lot that way, and she is busy with her naturopathic practice, so she wanted to concentrate on that. So what she's doing is she is putting the prescriptions in place, and then she refers people to me, and I put people's orders through for the oils and set them up ready with what they need to get them in place, and I support them. So so she's using oils in place with her naturopathy. I'm using naturopathy in place with my oils. So it can come in any way, really. But it's all about health tools, really good quality, and knowing that your body is always working for you. So yeah, know that if there's anything going on for you right now, you can sort it out. And this is emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and with all these different offerings, like all the different beautiful offerings that are in this group. So I'll just give you a little example now of how I've used the oils this morning. So on a physical level, I use lemon oil and I use turmeric oil, and those were both in my lemon and water, my hot water drink in the morning. So a drop of lemon, a drop of turmeric, and they are cleansing, helping the liver and the kidneys to detox gently and naturally after a night's sleep, flushing it through, ready for your day, bringing clarity. The turmeric oil is bringing those anti-inflammatory properties, pain relief, just a preventative in the body, boosting the cells with their repair system, basically. Amazing. So that was what I do first thing on a more of a physical level. And then this morning I did a bit of Kundalini Yoga practice, and the theme today was the heart space. And so I just intuitively reached for, in fact, the night before, last night, I was really drawn to floral oils. So I was using jasmine, magnolia, just couldn't get enough of them actually, just around here, rolled them on here and across my heart. And florals are very supporting to the heart space and balancing and uplifting, soothing and regulating hormones. So I knew I wanted that. And then for the Kundalini practice, I used the beautiful geranium oil, which is the oil of love and trust emotionally. So that really is a beautiful oil, really just reassures us to have that love and trust for ourselves and other people. So I used a carrier oil, some coconut oil, and put a drop here. It's a strong oil, you know, it's strong in its scent, and yeah, it goes such a long way. You literally need one drop at a time. By the way, I flavour chocolate and things with this, and it's almost a Turkish delight kind of floral flavour. It's delicious, but one drop is all you need. So yeah, across the heart space. And one of my absolute favourites is the Forgive blend. So this is an emotional oil, one of the emotions set. You can buy them separately as well. But Forgive is so beautiful when doing any sort of heart practice or meditation or feeling into your emotions, when you've got stuff to release, when you've got stuff to sit with and allow it to rise. Such powerful aspects, having that aroma and the properties of these oils working on the limbic part of the brain. It's just unbelievable. So this is a unique blend of oils that have been researched thoroughly for this particular aspect, for forgiveness. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's kind of quite herby. I wonder if I've got the ingredients. This is bergamot, lemon, thyme, cypress, juniper. Absolutely gorgeous. And so this is useful if you want to release any fear, guilt, any upset, any anger, any resentment, beating yourself up about anything. If you just need to allow stuff, just allow stuff and be okay with it, it's really, really helpful. And I actually love that combo together, because you're releasing with this one and then you're bringing in that love and trust. So for the heart space, these are wonderful. So yeah, that's how I use them then emotionally along with my yoga practice. They're supportive and they let you progress. Like I said, it's about continuous progression. So we are. I hope that's been interesting. Just a little bit of info about naturopathy and how you can fit things in around that. But please remember, your body is always working for you, and there are options. There are always things to put in place, you know, and it might be that you know, if there are particular issues going on for you, it won't necessarily be a quick fix. It's going to be some lifestyle changes here and there, but they'll be good, absolutely, for the better. And it could be a sort of 2-year process, which at first, when my teacher said that to me, I was like, gosh, 2 years. But it flies by and you feel amazing. You feel amazing and you know that you're doing the best in return for your body that you possibly can, and that feels so good. You know, I trust that I'm going to be here as long as I'm going to be here, whatever my soul has in plan for me. But if I can feel as good as possible, as in, you know, if I can be helping my body as much as possible, and be respecting my vehicle, and then being able to serve others in that exchange as well, then that's what I could hope for. Okay, any questions, please just message, add a comment below. Be happy to help, and I shall be back with more info soon. Okay, bye bye. Say bye.